This is a long-awaited Kaboom playground build. It's a community build model through our national nonprofit Kaboom. It came to us from StriveTogether and RGV FOCUS with our partners of United Way, who helped do the local match and recruit all these volunteers that we're going to have. And then of course they partnered with us, the City of Brownsville and the Parks and Recreation Department, to find the ideal location, which is here at Monte Bella Park. So Kaboom is a national nonprofit, and what they do is their mission is play, and so they work with communities and they find private funders, and a lot of times those funders are anonymous, to bring play to their community. And so that's how we got the RGV Junior Park, and then this one as well. And so we had a donor who wanted to donate to this area. They were looking for the valley, and we said, hey, we're a great fit, pick us. And so United Way really helped facilitate that, and they came to the city and said, can you guys accept this playground? And we're like, absolutely. So Kaboom's a wonderful national nonprofit. They work throughout the United States, and they have been a great profit for us here in the City of Brownsville. Our partner. I said profit, but I meant partner.
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank everybody who's involved. We have a lot of people out here who've been involved throughout the day, including City of Brownsville, residents of District 4 and of other districts. I think a few commissioners were out here earlier today. I'd like to thank them as well for being part of our district. District 4 is a great place. We have a lot of things going on, a lot of things that we want to continue to happen. And playgrounds are very important for our kids. They're extremely good to have these kids come out and do things.
So in 2015, we were able to do a Kaboom build at RGV Junior Park, which is on Palm Boulevard, right next to the Old City Cemetery. And so that was done. We had about 250 volunteers on a Saturday, joined together, and we did it all in like six and a half hours. So it was amazing to see this like time lapse of nothing there, and then this whole new playground structure come up. That experience was a little different because we did it all in one day. We are building this between today, the start was today this morning, all the way through Saturday at 4:30. And normally they'll do it in a 6-hour period, but just because of COVID, we extended the shifts, so we make sure to follow the best PPE and best practices for safety. So we're just really excited that we're going to be able to add play here for our community.
It's 3/12, September 25th. Look at that brand new playground you just built. I just want to say thank you on behalf of Kaboom. As I told you this morning, if you weren't here, Kaboom is a national nonprofit that teams up with communities all over the nation to build kid-designed play spaces, and that's exactly what this is. 700 kiddos weighed in on what they want this play space to look like, and we think this is a pretty good representation of what they told us. So it is very exciting to have this addition to Brownsville. I think I've been super proud to work on it, and I hope you have too. Give yourself a hand.
So I had never heard about Kaboom until a few years ago when we did the first Kaboom over at RGV Park, and it was amazing to see so many volunteers come out and people work together to have it raised in a day. It was very exciting, and this is again even more exciting to do it all over again and see that there are even more volunteers that came out and spent time, and the design is beautiful and the colors, and all for our children, and that is the most important thing that we do.
I first learned about Kaboom a few years ago when we did the one at RGV Park, and Mr. Oriva was actually my uncle, so it was very cool to do that project in his namesake park, and even more cool to have another one. So what do we have to do to get another one?
If there's anything to be done, you all have done it.
Okay, good deal. So there's so many wonderful projects and meaningful things that we get to work on as elected officials, but certainly near the top, if not at the very top of the list, are playgrounds for kids, green spaces and safe spaces for kids to stimulate their muscles and their minds and their imaginations, and that's what this playground will do. So it is my pleasure to support projects like this, and I hope to see more, and thank you all of the partners. I won't begin to list you, as you said, there's too many to mention, but thank you very, very much, and have fun on this playground.
I think that being outside in a safe playground with lots of things to do and challenge your physical senses as well as your artistic senses is one of the best gifts that we can give our children to help them grow strong and resilient and happy in their community.
Over the past 4 days, approximately 200 people have laid hands on this project and have made it come together. And that's what Brownsville does, right? When we see the need, we fill that need. When we come together, there's nothing that we are stopped by.
Pues gracias a los voluntarios que se interesan en esto y que quieren ser más activos en lo que pasa en la comunidad. Lo bonito de este proyecto es que la comunidad en sí tuvo parte en el diseño de los juegos, en la construcción de los juegos, y pues ahora va a ser algo que toda la comunidad puede gozar. Yo creo que deberíamos hacer ese intento en todos los proyectos, que todos tengan parte en lo que sucede en la construcción y en el desarrollo del proyecto, para que todos podamos sentir como que es algo parte de nosotros.
Thank you guys for being a part of this. I brought my crew out here from Sombrero Festival this morning. It's great to roll up our sleeves and do some work, because we didn't get to do that in person for Sombrero Festival in 2021. So this is a great way to get some sweat in to the community and give back. It's great to have not only the Kaboom Park, but the second Kaboom Park in Brownsville. And yes, to have a park that is that inclusive and also has the technological coding aspect is amazing.
PlaySpots is an innovative new technology whose purpose is to integrate technology into a playground in a very productive and fun way for the kids, to improve the play experience, and to provide some information around how much a playground is being played. This is the first PlaySpots installation in the state of Texas and the third overall. Kids interact with PlaySpots in a variety of ways. First of all, they can play games by selecting the games on their totem. There are 3 games currently they can select from. They'll also be able to develop and code their own games and upload those games to the playground and then play them. And then once they select a game, the way they interact is through these sensors. Oh, it actually talked to me. So through these sensors, where either they monitor their play activity by motion or through touch, as I just did here a minute ago, and then respond in 2 ways, through a light array, LED light array, and through audio. PlaySpots is connected to the cloud. So as kids are playing, each of these sensors generate play activity data. So that play activity data can be used by schools, parks and recs administrators to determine how much a playground is being used, the play activity by component on the playground, and things along that line. So PlaySpots is important to kids on several fronts. First of all, it engages them to play for longer periods of time. It's a more fun experience because it integrates technology into the playground and brings the kind of things that they see on their tablets and things that they do in a digital world. So it merges the digital play experience with the physical play experience. Secondly, from an educational perspective, it gives them a way to learn how to code in something they all understand, which is a playground.
The future is already bright. We see it coming to Brownsville. The things that we build here, from ships at places like Amphels, SpaceX, Paragon, the things that are coming, the future and the opportunities for our children are there. But it's important we give them the skills so that they can take advantage of those opportunities when they come of age. And this is one of those first steps. Teaching them to code and making it fun to do is how we really help put our kids on the right path. So thank you all for being a part of that. This is going to have a huge impact in our community.
You know, this is the second time Brownsville has been blessed with a park from Kaboom, and we're so very happy to have the United Way of Southern Cameron County, who really spearheaded this and led the effort and put together the partners that made it all possible, including coordinating all of the organizations, both businesses, commercial, nonprofits, to come together and make this happen for the kids. We're very proud that this park is one of only 3 in the country and the only one in Texas that is inclusive to the level that it is, and also has a coding function to it. And when you consider the great things that are coming to Brownsville, like SpaceX and Paragon and Amphels and what we built here already, the future looks very bright, and now we're going to start instilling that in our children from a very young age and making it fun as we do it. So thank you to everybody who came out to be part of this, and I look forward to being able to drive by this park and saying I helped build that.